So before diving into the guts of the style system, let's talk about how we get there. The easiest way is by clicking Style and then clicking Style Your Website. Alternatively, you can click the hamburger button on the left hand side, choose the third option, and then the first block, which is Style Your Website, and that gets you back to the page. Alternatively, there is a blue button top right which appears on most of the pages in the control panel, and that also takes you to the styling page. Now, styling a site relies heavily on this picture. It's intended to be a schematic or representation of a typical web page containing all the content or all the likely blocks that can be styled with the styling system. As you roll your mouse over, the different areas glow, and clicking on those areas will enable you to style each individual part. I'm not going to go through each one individually now, although there'll be separate videos which describe that. So if we go ahead and change one area of style, so in this case we're going to reduce the size of the main headings to something that's ridiculously tiny, and then click Temporary Save and View. That flicks us back to the main site that we're designing. We can see that the header one now is very, very small. But you'll also see at the top, where there used to be a blue style button, there's now an orange unsaved style button. That does the same as it used to, but it just warns you that unsaved styles exist. Clicking on that, of course, sends us back to the style system. Any changes that you save are temporary. If you don't permanently save those changes before you exit the control panel, they'll all be lost. And the idea really is that you don't want lots of little experimental style changes to be instantly reflected on your live website. But if you're happy, you can click on the permanent change button, the big green button, and it tells you that it's been successfully permanently changed. You'll see there's a red button. Now this red button tells you that some permanent changes have been made which are different than the original style that was given to you, and it's an opportunity to allow you to go back to what we call the factory setting. So clicking that red button gives you a big old warning that if you read the warning and you still go ahead and reset the design, then that sends you back to the site and you can see you've got a nice big H1 and all the other settings that you'll have changed will be put back to where you started from. So an important thing to know there is just that any changes you're making are not permanently saved unless you make them permanent, and even then you can undo them. Hope that helps, and I look forward to showing you some more of the style system in future videos. Thanks a lot.